Alright, today we got a Music Man, John Petrucci, JP15, 7-string. These guitars are freaking awesome. Roasted maple neck, stainless steel frets, pearl bullet inlays. You get the shield with the 15 here on the first. And this particular guitar actually should have been satin and probably came as a satin finish when the previous owner bought it, but it seems like he either had a professional or had Ernie Ball do like a gloss top, which I actually think makes this finish pop a bit more. It looks good in the satin, but I like the gloss with this heavily flame top. So anyway, what we got going on today, as you can see, we got one gold tooth there. And basically what that is I actually fixed this, but the customer would like a part that looks just like the others. This saddle still functions, but the customer just wants, you know, cosmetic continuity. So what was going on was the little saddle ridge where the string sits on broke off of this saddle, but the Piezo function still worked, which is amazing. Usually you put a little too much pressure on these Piezo bridges and they bust and they don't work anymore. But this one managed to keep its signal, but the string wasn't quite sitting at the right angle on the pickup. So I don't know if you guys have any experience dealing with Piezo pickups on an acoustic guitar. My idea was that this wasn't providing enough pressure on the pickup to send any information to the system, so it was just like really soft or non-existent before putting this little, I just machined it with my Dremel, a little brass piece about the same size as these little chrome nickel silver guys, and that did the job. But again, the customer was stoked that I was able to save him some money, but he actually wanted to drop some money to make it look more uniform. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so what I'm going to do is send this into like my time lapse and get the strings off, probably flip it over and take the springs off as well, so that we have access to the back of this bridge, because that is where the Piezo saddles are soldered to. There's a little circuit board that all the Piezos are wired to there, and that information gets sent to the big circuit board and potentiometers and jacks down here. So here we go, we're gonna do the hyperspeed thing, and see you in a bit. Alright, now that we got the strings off, the springs off, the back plate off, now we can work on the guitar. And actually I already unscrewed the saddle, but there is it's like a little wire that's attached to the saddle there. It goes behind here. It's a little circuit board. And that's where all the saddles are mounted. So we're gonna take off these screws and check out the circuit board. Now what you're gonna want to do once you got these screws out is either grab a little needle nose, and this will help you get some room to work on the circuit board. Like, you gotta pull this lead here through. If you notice that this wire here is this wire, so we just gotta pull it through so that we get some slack to work with. So usually get a little bit up, and then you can use something like this to pop the rest of it. Okay. As you can see, I kind of had a mod to this one because I had to work on it, and I ended up having to add a little extension to the old lead there, right there. So this is the one that we're going to replace today, so I'm going to desolder it from this joint, and we'll take it from there. Now, from what I understand, there is a system to match the outputs. So this saddle has a yellow dot. So I'm going to find in my collection of replacement saddles which one has the yellow dot. I'd like to give a shout out to the Baldo Music. Check them out. I think they're like one of the premium dealers for Ernie Ball Music Man, and they seem to be the only guys that you can get this from other than Ernie Ball Music Man themselves. So here we are. So if there's an R on it, it's the reverse polarity. Here, I'll pull these out. So you either have the dot, 2 dots, no dots, and an R or a no R. Like this one has no R and 1 dot, same as mine's here. Let's grab our spring and our screw, and just to be sure, I'm going to check Alright, yep, so this is a yellow with, this is a 1 dot with the R. So this next one is going to be a 1 dot without the R. So this is a regular polarity, and the reverse polarity here. You see that R right there? The top of this saddle. Cool. So we got it now. Let's just remount this guy. That's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna take this 1 dot regular polarity and replace it on this D string. just got to reverse the process. So I'm gonna slide this guy down. Put it from the other end here.